This is it. This is the Blaze POV. Back by popular demand. We're watching Blaze, greatest roamer of all time, as he rolls out to middle here. Gonna basically just be taking a look at the plays that he makes, try to explain kind of his decision making, etc. So here's doing a choke rollout. This was kind of popularized by Seagull actually, but the idea is if you make yourself kind of hidden over here, you can occasionally find that the other team will just run right up here, as it looks like might just be happening, and Blaze gets a pretty easy flank. 2 rockets clean on the demo, a fat rocket on that scout, and yeah, that's a pretty reliable way to get some kills. It's all about coordinating with your team, you know, it's called where they're going, and then you kind of go for that big flank. And gonna be waiting for him to respawn here. When should you finally sub? Right now. Alright. Blaze spawning up, trying to do those quick jumps because he wants to get back in the fight. He knew it was still happening on mid, so he wanted to get there as quickly as possible. We just killed their medic. We have Uber. Blaze is just going to get healed up. He's probably going to be focusing on controlling flank and house and stuff. As a team, we're kind of going through here, I guess. Mela got caught out. He's just focusing the frags. Now he's double checking the back. You know, always got that eye on the flank. But since we're moving with fast momentum, it's not a big deal for him to like keep his eyes on the flank. He just wants to keep going. We got a scout on Spire, so he's going to be moving through this flank. Again, he's not quite with the combo, so he's not going to push in first. He's going to wait for a distraction before spamming and peeking. It looks like as a team we're not committing, so he's just going to back off a little bit, make sure he can survive, not take extra damage. He hasn't taken damage, so he comes back to the med when he's crit heals, then moves back over to the flank. Gonna spam some rockets down here in case someone peeks so we could juggle them or something. Yeah. And a lot of times you'll notice that he's gonna back up to get ammo and health, because if he goes down lower to get the small ammo and small health down there, it can occasionally be kind of risky unless he's buffed like this, you know? Since he had a buff, he was confident to peek that, but if he's not buffed and not full health, he probably won't peek it at all. Because if Mela, who's holding that spawn door, just hits one decent rocket on him, Mela will commit and drop down and try and finish off Blaze. Is he here? What div? Is he playing 70? Is he a trackpad? No. He's not here. It's invite, 90 FOV, and he's got a Zowie mouse, so no. Alright, still we're in a bit of a stalemate. This is usually when like I would try and coordinate. Like a lot of times what I do is when I'm up here, I'm always taking a look at like what's top right, and I'll keep relaying that information to Blaze. And like if there's a sniper up in this spawn door, or if Mela is not there, if there's no one here, that's when Blaze might go for a play or try and spam through. Clockwork here is starting to get a little impatient, so he went for a peek, tried to rush in. The only reason Blaze like peeked after that is because he saw that Clockwork took some damage, so took some spam. That means Mela wasn't fully loaded. So even if Blaze gets hit by a rocket, Mela probably wouldn't be able to chase. So here, Clock gets in and we kill Mela. Then, since we were pushing upper, Tyler peeks without worrying about any spam and like commits more than you've ever seen him commit on spamming that door, and he actually kills the sniper. So that was a really good coordination there. That's kind of what we do. It's just like everything's so fluid that he's just reacting to the calls. Here he's just baiting them to the point. And now he's going to rotate back around to get some health and probably repush from high ground. Meanwhile, we're all fighting on the ground, and he's just going to spam down easy rockets, get some cap time, bait them down to the point. There you go. A roamer is a pretty decent class to bait them to the point because you can shoot the stickies with your rockets and move them, or you can just, I don't know, jump above the point, or you can die for it, I guess, and just bait them to the point. You don't want your medic sacking the point pretty much ever. So here's Blaze going choke again. This time Mela's trying to 1v1 him. He's probably not going to commit to chasing him there, but he got sandwiched. Mela, for some reason, decided to jump when he bombed Blaze, which is kind of weird, and it kind of wasted his time. And then that air shot didn't quite hit, so Kind of got isolated. Oh well, it happens. But notice how much like Mela had to commit to like negate Blaze. In a way, it kind of works out because like their roamer gets completely eliminated as well. I don't know. I don't think Blaze is hoping for that necessarily, like to have them eventually start focusing him, because I think Blaze would rather like find a route where he's not getting focused and like get a kill, but if he's wasting their time, it works, right? So here he's capping, but whenever I get on Spire, I always tell him to move up, so he's going to move up. Our Uber's coming up, or he's just going to follow in on the Uber. He hears a fight lower main, so he tried to drop down immediately to help. Duatno was fighting a scout, it sounded like. Now he's just trying to put some spam up on the spawn. He's going to shoot the stickies. Here's exactly what I was talking about. He jumps above the point, so the sticky's dead, and then he can just land on the point and cap it. So pretty perfect push there from our team. He doesn't get the call that they're going shithouse. Would he just do a pogo? Yeah, probably. He'd probably move. Important that he gets that big buff. It looks like he's changing it up because I think on this mid we're going right side. So Blaze doesn't want to be too isolated, I guess, anymore. So he's going to come across. He does that quick bomb, hits that one rocket, and then he like disappears. So even if a scout was chasing him, there's no way that scout could keep up. And then he gets the flank on house. Flanking health packs is always a great way to find weak players. And there he just killed the medic with one rocket. So he moved so fast. Notice how fast and like smooth he did all of that. The key to not dying to scouts when you jump is to be super fast or super high. And he basically did both of those at the same time. And then ended up going behind and quickly flanked. He didn't like, you know, wait around because he could tell that our team was kind of winning the fight. He wanted to go for a quick sandwich. I don't know. Our team's calls really inform what he's doing. Clockwork goes down. So here, Blaze is probably thinking, all right, we just lost a player. The rest of my team is in here, so we're not going to hold Spire probably. So he jumped away and right at the perfect time because that was just when they were getting in. I think Blaze really depends on having Clockwork be alive for a lot of things. So when Clockwork's down, Blaze will he'll kind of play it a bit safe sometimes. So there he had that first shot on that scout, and if he would have hit that second rocket, he would have gotten a free scout pick. He was very confident after doing the damage, but he peeked around the corner and he saw what was like happening on the Ascent side of things, and they were all pretty far away. If they were closer, like on Greybridge, I don't think he would have shot the third rocket. He would have probably just jumped away and just let the scout go because his survival would be much more important. Here we push flank pretty hard. He's with Lansky. The Uber's popped. He doesn't want to be involved in this Uber. He gets the quick pick on Shrugger, who wasn't flashed, and then was about to try and rocket jump, but Rando killed him in time. I think Blaze didn't want to land on their heads. It just kind of happened. It kind of killed his momentum because he like landed on those heads and stuff. Air, you already challenged me to beat you in Endif, and I did, so I don't think you'll ever follow through. It's okay, man. Alright, here he's getting in position because we're down 2, so he expects Ascent to just run right through. So he positioned himself in the spot where he could potentially catch them. Us on the other side, we're like baiting and like calling when they're through and stuff, trying to pull their attention as much as possible. Here he's just surviving behind because he knows that we're kind of backing out. We had to because we didn't have numbers, but then there he just, oh my god, that was such a beautiful play. He killed Rando, then Mela pushed him, but then he killed Mela too, so he got both soldiers on that trade. Again though, he was controlling the health pack, so if anyone was going to come fight him, there's a chance they were kind of low, and he ended up getting both those kills. My cat's hungry, but the people demand Blaze. Blaze sprays the walls. Oh my god, he tried to go up drop down, but he got Goomba'd. That's just random shit, man. We're trying to push last, but Decimate was behind. And we clean them up pretty quick. Getting ready to push in. We take top right. Since we had one of their flank classes down and their pocket was down, their roamer ended up... Wait, where's Mela? The fuck? I guess he tried to flank. Alright. If we see the opening up top right, we tend to go for it, I guess. So Blaze here, he couldn't have killed that soldier, so he didn't take the shot. He tried to go for the bigger play, ended up winning the 1v1 with the scout, but they sent a bunch of people back and he ends up dying. Sometimes when you're trying to be sneaky, you don't want to shoot at people because that will attract their attention, you know? So, sneaky roamers are always a good thing. Smart roamers are the best thing. That's what Blaze is. So now we're all pushing flank again. We managed to catch out Mela once again. Oh, Fat Rocket on the medic. Here he's probably going to be looking for a way to flank that medic, like go through trash. Maybe do a jump up quick through your lobby. Yeah, by now the medic's kind of long gone, but he's still trying to follow up. He sees it's completely open over here. Scout tried to rush him. He hits that nice direct. Since our team didn't commit, Blaze backed out. He didn't want to commit as well because he values his life. You know, a lot of roamers, they don't value their life enough. If he prefers to play with the team, you know. So if we're like committing or we're like saying that we're trying to pressure and then we call it off, Blaze will immediately respond and back out. Oh, he got caught out there. I think Mela was just spawning or something. So Blaze thought he had time, but then Mela just spawned. Or did Mela get out? I think he didn't. I don't know. And then Decimate there. Sometimes when you're in that angle, you can hit some nice directs up against a scout, and a scout can't really do any damage to you because they have such a bad angle. Sometimes you can splash like the vent or the ceiling and kill a scout. So here they're pushing yard. Tyler's going behind. If they leave drop down open, I mean, go for the back cap. Scout comes back. Oh, he hits a beautiful direct, and he actually kills him. God damn. That was a good trade. Pulls someone back. Like, going to their last and pulling people back to chase you is a great thing when you're trying to slow down their Spire cap because they want scouts capping, you know, and if they don't have their scouts capping, they have them chasing or they send a soldier back to last. Like, you're really hindering their ability to push out, and you also give yourself the opportunity to cap last, which is a huge thing. What is I-55? It's a international TF2 tournament, man. All right, here, even Ubers, so I think Blaze is going to go for a force. Jumps in, kind of gets denied. They just so happen to have both scouts sitting near the medic getting buffs at that moment. Kind of just bad timing. I think maybe if we had spammed or pressured the flank a little bit first, that we might have been able to make an opening for Blaze, now that I think about it. I'm watching a Blaze POV from our match. Coming up, drop down. Getting back in position. Mela's still dead. We kill Clockwork. We'd probably want to push on that. Rando's on the ground. Their med's really far back, so Blaze is not going to jump in. If their med's near spawn, it's almost fruitless to even try and jump in. Kill Rando. Trades with Duatna. They're still down 2, but we have a sniper, so we're still kind of in holding mode. The sniper kind of forces us to play passive. Would throwing a Targe demo work? No, because you'll still die to a sticky trap. When was this match? It was on Wednesday this week, I think. Or was it? Yeah, I think it was. No. Yeah, I think so. Last week, whatever. So this is what a lot of roamer is just controlling the flank, you know. Blaze is making sure that he keeps it locked down when he's alive, you know. We're just waiting for a sniper pick at this point. Clock gets a little bit, I mean, when you run a sniper, you have to eventually go for a shot, you know. Here I shot Mela. Tyler's trying to follow up, but he got juggled, so he wasn't able to get him. He knows Melee's going to be resupping, so he might go for an opening if he had health. Oh, Lansky and I got double donked. So we're down 2. We killed Decimate. Hit some good rockets on Melee, but again, we're not going to be able to win this. He's jumping away. We're getting spawns now, so Blaze will probably try and slow them down a little bit. Like maybe jump up to Spire. Yeah, the first scout that jumps, if he's like bleeding, or like if you can catch him right on that point of contact when he jumps up to the point, a lot of times you can do a lot of damage because he's like committed and he doesn't have a lot of options for how he's going to jump up to the point. So that's like a time when you do jump a scout, is if he's like in a very predictable like trajectory, or if you know you can like back up and have your teammates support you. I don't know, things like that. So Clock and I both go down. Clock went in and he made an opening, and I tried to go for their medic, but Shrugger was too smart and he denied me. So we both died to Shrugger. But they make a mistake and they commit to Spire when down 2, so they're gonna lose. I hope. In a situation like this, when they're down 3, we might just commit enough people to force them and then back out, but it looks like we managed to kill all their people even though they had Uber, so we're probably just gonna win this. Oh, I didn't watch Blaze. He pushes in through the high ground, smart thing to do, gets a couple kills. And that's the first half. We kind of were pretty convincing there. Things are going to start slowing down. They're going to start coming back. So we'll see kind of what happens. See if it's because they shut down Blaze or what. Good night, Mojo. Later. Alright, we're going to fast forward the half. Clockwork says he was drunk in this match. Not true. Don't believe a word he says. Maybe he got drunk at halftime. Maybe that's what happened. I'm not even kidding. Why would you be drunk during a match? God damn it. So Blaze jumping up, trying to coordinate. I went for the rush on the demo. So Blaze was trying to jump in on the distraction. I feel like when he bombed, he probably should have looked to his right. Maybe tried to kill the scout if he was vulnerable there. But I think he did the right thing. Like the timing was right when he jumped, but it just so happened that Decimate was like ignoring me. I feel like, I don't know, if Decimate had more information, he probably would have looked at me. I don't know. Hard to say. You drank because I made you handle scheduling? You asked to do the scheduling a while ago. Like you were begging me to get scheduler. There he's just trying to spam the scout that's trying to go to Spire. If he can hit like a couple rockets on him, it really slows down their cap. Here someone just spawned, so he's trying, like he's holding tab and he's trying to camp the health pack to see if they jump towards it. But he's just taking his time on the flank. They see him, so he's not going to commit. That would be like suicide if you jumped for something there. But we failed to hold Spire, so... And we failed to upper hold, I think, so... Lansky goes down. There's a scout fighting him, but at this point, you might want to just back spawn. Well, the scout ran away. He's going to try and go for the force. He comes upper lobby. Now he's going to go for a flank. I think we're barely going to get Uber here. But Onski's down there, so he's not going to take the 2v1. He's just going to keep pushing upper. Rando jumps him. Wow. That was a good play from Rando, but it was the right idea from Blaze, like choosing the right routes to escape and stuff. Choosing smart fights. Oh, the client not working? Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, that was kind of frustrating. So now it's 6v6. Gonna be holding. Now Blaze is kind of doing what Mela was doing for the first half. Just kind of holding this choke point. He spams a rocket every couple seconds because if you look at this, like the way this is designed, if he shoots one rocket in the middle of this room, it kind of clears the whole room. He knows no one's here. So if they're going to be there, they're going to be kind of sitting back here. And that gives him like a second or two to not be looking at it. That's why he's like delaying his rockets. If he hits someone like that, he hit both soldiers, and look at that, he disappears. Because he knows something fishy's happening. So look at that. He doesn't die to it. If his rocket does a lot of damage and he hears it hits a scout, he might commit to it. Medred, you're giving people ways of knowing how to troll you. It's a big mistake. Right now, I'm on sniper. Oh, I end up killing their demo here. Look at that. He's not falling for it. I kill their demo. So now Blaze is going to get a bit more aggressive because right after we get a crucial pick, or any pick at all, really, Blaze has a little bit more freedom to take a risk. Though he has to always keep track of what Clockwork's doing because Clock is also liable to die at any moment. So Blaze always has to play that carefully. But he sees their Uber, didn't want to alert them to where he was, but Mela manages to flank him. Didn't know where he came from. He might have been hiding on this light, but I kind of doubt it. There, we kind of all committed. I would like to rewind that just to like justify why I went in, but like they were all on these stairs right here, and I swear to God, I shot 2 shots that should have been meat shots, but they didn't register. Oh well. That's one of those decisions you make that kind of like go big or go home, but it didn't work out. Why would I go sniper? I don't know. There are certain situations where I go sniper. So Blaze is just kind of bombing and not really finding any juicy targets. Keeps finding scouts and stuff, but he decides to go for the flank instead. Didn't want to get killed there by the scouts. It's him and Duatna versus a scout demo medic. He knows the medic's weak, so if he has a jump on the medic, he'd probably go for it. But if Duatna does any damage, he'll probably go for that too. Here he got completely denied and ended up missing rockets. Didn't really have control of his movement there, so it's hard. It's kind of hard to know where you're going to be shooting if like you're getting juggled and pushed around. Steve's going to die really late here, which is pretty bad for us. Me and Matt tried to like peek in to like see if we could make a distraction or focus the medic down, but we know it's not happening. So now we're just kind of backing up. I always try to be on Spire or high ground to try and slow them down. That's what Lansky's doing. Trying to spam out. Duatna just spawned, so he'll be there in time to forward hold. Lansky's backing up, but he gets spammed really hard. Duatna gets caught on bats again. Looks like I was trying to back cap, but we lost Duatna, so there's no chance of a Spire defense. So Lansky ended up jumping for it too. Mela's here in house. I'm not even going to take that fight because I need to get back to last. Shade trying to get an Uber Saw. He runs to lower main, so yeah. It's just a bunch of like, I don't know, a bunch of poorly timed deaths on the defense on Spire, and then like the mid wasn't clean either. We keep losing Shade, I guess, this half on the mids, which is maybe hurting us. So now Blaze is playing much more passive. He's kind of adapting, as you can see. Like the last couple mids he tried didn't work at all. Here that scout is weak, so Blaze is confident that him with 200 plus health landing on the scout, he's going to hit 1 rocket or sink 2 rockets and get the kill. A lot of times based on like, I mean, we probably called that Shrugger was weak or whatever, but based on the based on reading the situation, if you ever see a scout not buffed running away through Valley, it's probably pretty weak. So if you can quickly get that kill and then get back in the fight, you can kind of turn the tides of the fight really quickly. So we win that. Now we end up going going to push them last. I think this might be where I go sniper. I might go to my POV and like slow it down because it's fucking close, man. I swear. Alright, yeah, I think this is where I'm going sniper. Blaze is just holding down here. He was spamming the point because we were struggling to break last. Like no, I'm not going. Oh, I am. Okay, we're struggling to break last, so we were trying to like see if maybe we would just rush people on the point or something. I don't know. Take out the sentry. That's important. But Blaze just kind of holding here. I'm gonna watch myself just for a second and kind of explain what I'm doing. First shot, I want to take a safe shot. No one's on the ground for me to pick, so their medic spotted me, obviously. They have a sniper. I actually just body shot him, but I didn't kill him. They're playing really safe, so I end up peeking a little bit, but, you know, at some point you have to just go for it. That should have been a headshot. I went for it. I got double donked. What I should have done was ask for my team to spam to keep Badonsky at bay so that I could have a shot, but it didn't work out. But then it looks like Blaze and Clock killed Decimate on the flank. Ooh, he almost gets picked. He hit melee with a rocket or two there, so he went for the he went for the direct shot because you know if you hit the soldier here, he either has to rocket jump up and it's kind of awkward. He might get caught on the ceiling. You might be able to catch him in spawn, or he's gonna walk up these stairs and then do like a straight line across, and you might be able to direct him. So here our whole team is lower right, trying to get a pick. Ends up not working out because Rando, for some reason, Rando decided at that moment to like jump over and kill us. It was I guess a good read from him, but it ends up costing us a few people. So now Lansky dies. Blaze trying to get back in. He sees me at forward spawn, so Blaze is probably trying to bait or something. I lose a 1v1 to Decimate. Blaze goes down, but gets the force. Shade's gonna make it out. Duatna's not gonna make it out. So yeah, it's just I guess the reason we're losing like rounds this half is just kind of getting caught out. You know, a lot of deaths where we should be holding and cleanly escaping, or just losing one or two people but then being able to defend. So they kind of got some momentum. We started making mistakes. Supposed to be watching Blaze. All right, he's in forward with me. This part's a bit awkward. Like, I'm on sniper and I have a few shots, but like, no one really takes the pressure off me. It's really annoying, actually. It's really frustrating. But Blaze is gonna go for the flank. We get 2 picks. Blaze is in on the medic. He launches the medic. Doesn't want to go for the air shot. The scout's the bigger threat, so he tries to shoot the scout, but he ends up going down. God, this was such a weird part in this match. There he puts some decent damage out to get the force. Tries to trade with Badonsky, but he forces a flash. That's the best he's going to get out of it. Yeah, we just kind of gave them a little bit too many options. Here, I didn't know Clockwork was dead. I could have won this. I want to see, how do I die to 2 stickies? Fuck. Shade also got isolated from me. I should have won that. I could have won that. That was my bad. But we're going to turn it back around. Blaze moving over right. He sees the scouts looking at him, so he's going to wait a few seconds so that scout's pressured. Lansky jumps, so he knows the scout's distracted. Now he bombs up, gets the clean kill on the medic, hits a nice direct on the scout. Scout's going to chase him, probably. So he's worried about that scout, but he's going to try and get to the health pack. No one took it, so he's clean on the health. Does that quick jump to get back in because he knows there's fighting happening. And he bails me out, takes out Badonsky. Now I can cap. Blaze is probably going to move up. Maybe not. I guess he's just going to sit here with me. Get some cap points. And now I'm peeking. I say we have room and yards, so Blaze is going to follow up on that call. He bombs in, goes for the juicy pick, tries to shoot the demo. Went for maybe a greedy air shot, but ends up going down. I think I'm going to barely get out of this because Shade hits a nice arrow. And I escape. If Shade didn't hit that arrow, we probably actually would have lost this round too. Now that I think about it. So here I'm just trying to make them shoot at me because I know we have spawns coming in. So if they focus me, it might make an opening for my team. So Shrugger's like looking at me. Badonsky's looking at me. My teammates' spawn times just weren't quite right. Blaze is now peeking. I don't think we're going to commit here because Lansky didn't have an opening, so we just called it off. But Blaze was in position. See, Blaze was ready to go, and if we called we were going, he would go. But since we weren't, he called it off, you know? As a roamer, you got to be flexible. There he sees fighting in house, so he's going to go for the flank. Oh, what a huge flank. I didn't even know he did that. Oh, we're on crits right now. So Blaze gets his pick, then jumps away. Oh, gets out just barely. Oh, this is one of my favorite moments in this entire match right here, right here. We got our 2 picks. Actually, no, it's later in the match. It's later. It's not this moment. There, Clock had a good flank, but right now Blaze is just listening to calls and like always trying to like play off them. He's reading what's happening really well, trying to involve in the fights and stuff. Canines cannot consent to romantic relationships. Exactly.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
So we have huge advantage right now. So now you'll probably actually see Blaze commit to a last push. Usually he's very passive down here, but once we go in, I'm sure he'll commit. We Uber in. Lansky actually dies. Oh, it's crits. Okay, never mind. When you're on crits, unless it's like a huge crits, you kind of do want to wait it out. Wait for the queue to go. We're down 3 at the moment. I don't think since no one else is going, Blaze isn't gonna go. You know, he's not that kind of guy. He's not gonna go for solo plays, unless we coordinate something. He's just waiting for spawns. Decimate and Mela are spawning now, so he's expecting them to push. He was gonna wait for those spawns because that's when he probably expects the full team to push up, and especially a lot of heat coming his way. Managed to pick up Shrugger, so they're probably not gonna commit to pushing. So Blaze is kind of confident pushing up on bats. He's going to peek because they could be upper lobby. Because they do want to push. He still knows they have advantage. So just doing some spamming. Steve getting caught out. He's going to go down. But Blaze saw the opening while Rando was shooting at Duatna. Blaze saw the opening to get the force, and he did get it. Ends up trading his life for it. Mela getting on Spire. I probably should have meat shot Mela here. This was my bad. But then fucking Duatna comes to the rescue. Look at this. This is awesome what he does. Oh, wait. Is that later in the match? I guess it is. Maybe it already happened. Never mind. I thought it was at the end of the match. But I'll see that later. Anyways, here's Tyler. We have advantage again. This time it's regular Uber. Team's going through here. Lansky dies, so Blaze is going to come in on the Uber. He bombs forward. Gets launched. Since he's weak, he's just going to back up and cap. I tell him that I can cap. Here, see, there was people behind, but he saw that we were already shooting at them, so he didn't want to get too distracted. So he keeps flipping back and forth, looking over there, but he was weak. Rando ended up committing. Rando kills him. he goes down. It's all about that awareness. You donate, do you get your money back if you lose? You don't.
Time has been added.
Alright, so now they have huge advantage, so they're going to be pushing out. He hears the fighting in lobby, so he peeks in to help Clock. Manages to pick off Shrugger and backs out. Notice how he's always like trying to assist in those 1v1s? That's crucial. Bails out Clock, who is certainly going to win that or lose that 1v1 to Shrugger. So we're going to start taking some ground as a team. We need to close this round out. It's going to end pretty soon, I guess. Clock's in, makes a distraction. Mela drops down behind point. Fucking Clock. It's going crazy. He's still alive even. Decimate probably should not have taken that fight. That was extremely risky of him. I ended up cleaning him up. We clean up Mela. Look at our... God, I love this about our team. Like, we just sort of snowball everything. Like, we get a kill, and then we turn it into 2 kills, then we turn it into 3 kills, and we turn it into 4 kills, and then we turn it into a fucking round win. Oh my god, but I didn't know he did that. 8 stickies on the point, and he tried to jump up into the tube. That was fucking funny. Where are all these amazing plays? This round has the best play. I'm sorry, there's a lot of flank watching in this. Okay, that was a good play, wasn't it? Killing the demo and then getting a scout. Notice how whenever he kills someone, he immediately like whips to his next target, turns around. He's always like thinking about what the next threat is and prioritizing them. And he's a master of crosshair placement, so he can do those 180 flips. So my favorite moment from the entire match is happening in this round. I'll show you. Trust me. There, he wanted to shoot that soldier, but he ended up getting juggled, so he made the quick decision that him getting juggled makes him vulnerable. The scout could flank or something could flank through house, so he just jumped away. He didn't want to sit there and be like a sitting duck, I guess. All right, here they're pushing flank, I think, so he's just sitting in flank. He doesn't want to get picked off. He gets the early call. He hits the medic. He wants to try and focus the medic here to force him. And he's just wasting their time, really. Not crossing that line to die. We pick Badonsky in house, so Blaze gets the feeling we're winning this fight. So he starts pressuring the flank, catches a scout in house, hits him with a nice rocket. He's backing up. Ooh, the prediction rocket. He needs health. He's going to back up. And now this is where it happens. This is where the beauty happens. This is my favorite moment the entire match. I'm going to slow this down. Here I'm like yelling at my team, fucking push, jump them, jump them, jump them. And Blaze... Here comes Blaze. Oh yeah. Just right in on them fucking deep. Kills the Fragile, then instantly shoots down, kills Rando. This was my favorite moment in the match, right there. Because it was like, the call that I made was like perfectly executed. Blaze moving super fast, getting in there like right on the call. Even though he was in forward spawn when I made the call, he fucking made those jumps, did the wall jump real quick, and he like got in. And from my eyes, that was like so beautiful. And that's like what you love. That's what you love in this game, man. Is when things like that, just everything goes according to plan and your team just wipes them. It's beautiful, man.
Time has been added. Alert. Our control point is being captured.
And here I think we're just going to roll it. There's like a minute left, so yeah. I tell Blaze to get off Spire. I got it. If he would have picked up that health pack, I think he would have committed to killing Rando, but his health was low because he accidentally missed the health pack. But he managed to juggle Rando, which is crucial. Notice the crosshair placement, like when he's rounding the corner, he always shoots at their feet first so that he can juggle them, and it actually saved his life in that situation, you know? Is this my porn? In a way. Beautiful TF2 plays are they're quite pleasurable to watch. There he just distracted the shit out of Shrugger and Decimate, so we just shot them both in the back. Now it's just their combo. He's playing that high ground, and match over. GG.